Hey there, everybody. Okay, so I recognize that it's been a really long time since I did a video. And I didn't want you to think that I fell off the earth for, my sister, my one true viewer. But we've made a couple of changes with our schedule and how things are going to operate for the fall. And so we've shifted things around a little bit in our schedules. So I have been kind of readjusting the way that we do things here at the house. I'll have my little guy with me this year. We're going to keep him home. And so I'll play teacher, instructor, as well as running the business and, doing other household chores as needed, whatever I need to do to keep things going. So we've been going through kind of a retraining period for all of us here at the house, earlier bedtimes, and for some of us earlier wake times, things like that. So, but anyway, I wanted to do just a quick video to let you know, hey, I'm here. I have not forgotten. I'm still doing it. I did not, I didn't quit and fall off the earth. I had a huge death pile previously, before the pandemic actually hit. I had a pretty big money pile. And so I have been trying to work my way through listing those items. And I've been listing different items on different platforms. So while an argument can be made for just cross-listing them across all platforms, I found that that doesn't always work for me and sometimes can cost me in the long run. So I've kind of shifted up which platforms. I've also been trying out some new platforms. So I've added a couple of things to Kidizen. I've been doing a lot of reading and such about Bonanza, which I had never heard about before, this past like 2 weeks. So there are things like that. And then there's Grailed. Like there's so many. We could do an entire video of all the different platforms that are available and primarily what sells on them. And I'm sure there are already videos about those things. But from a new person perspective, maybe I can do a little something that will, give more information that new people are looking for. So anyway, so that's kind of what I've been doing. So I've been slow, and it has been slow because with this adjustment in schedule and, I'm teaching, we're at the stage where I'm teaching the little guy how to read and write, so, and the basics of math. So my time has been pretty filled during the day. But I do get more hours in the evening with our new revised schedule in order to do work. And in the beginning, it was primarily packaging up packages to go out the next day. So I felt like, while it's great that I was making sales, I didn't feel like I was getting the time to list more things to replace those things I was selling and add to my count. So I finally kind of gotten to a place where I am listing more things than I'm selling, which is, good and bad, right? Like there's always good and bad to everything. So, so that's where I stand on that. Another thing I kind of wanted to mention, and this video will be all over the place because I do not have the little guy for a few moments. So while he's busy with a grandma, I'm going to go ahead and shove in all of the things that I've been wanting to tell y'all. So another thing was I wanted to mention a BOLO for you specifically. So I had never heard of Buddha Girl brand. I've seen several brands like Buddha Girl, but I had not specifically heard of that one. And I obtained a small pack of their all-weather bracelet bangles, and I got them pretty inexpensively. I certainly didn't pay up as much as I would for other things because I didn't know what they were at the time. I was kind of like, oh, these are cute and they're handy, right? They're silicone and that's awesome. Turns out they're not silicone. So don't quote me on that because they're not silicone. The company claims that they are something else entirely. But I was able to, I listed them, and within 24 hours, I had 2 offers. And I actually, because, you know, I often don't get that kind of interest on jewelry and that kind of thing. So I didn't initially hop on the offers. I kind of wanted to sit for a couple of hours. So I did a little more research, and I looked them up, and I looked at competing prices, and I had not priced mine super low, but I had priced them low enough that they were appealing, obviously. So I took the higher of the two offers and let them go, but I was able to sell them for $75. I think that my profit on those were 60. So anyway, and those sold on Poshmark. So you can take a look at my Poshmark and see for sure, because I'm not able to pull it up while I'm talking to you. But that was it was a really good turnaround from what I put into it. You know, I'm talking less than $3, I think, for the 3-pack set. So I did not have the original box. I did not have anything. And I used, I believe, one stock photo at the end of my description, if I'm recalling correctly, so that there would be a picture like what they had. But I really tried to take fantastic pictures of them this time. And I did a really great description, but I did not like, you know, go copy paste from their website or anything like that. I made my own description. And it's one of those brands like Carhartt, like Beta Brand, like a handful of others that essentially, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you won't know what you're missing. So that's kind of where I ended up with those. And basically I'll be, you know, keeping my eye out for those when I go places. I don't expect to see them a lot around where I live, because I don't really live in a place where there are a lot of people that would wear such objects. Yeah, I'm just stopping. I'm going to dig that hole till the cows come home, because I can't find a super polite way of saying that. And I certainly don't mean anything mean by it. But there is definitely a certain type of person that wears the bangles, and that's the kind of person you're looking for. So, and unfortunately, we just don't have a lot of that here in central Pennsylvania. And we are sadder for it. So anyway, so that's my bolo. And then let's see what's next on the list. I have begun, I shifted from doing the clothing and a lot of the things that I had to now starting to put up coats and Halloween costumes and Christmas decorations. So for the next 2 weeks, I will very specifically be digging through a couple of boxes that my mom has brought me of Christmas supplies and decorations, and putting those up online. And those do pretty well. I have good luck with Department 56 items, which surprises me a little tiny bit, but I do pretty well with that kind of stuff. And I do pretty well with Pyrex. I just saw a Pyrex, the Atomic Starburst, is it called? Atomic Starburst. It's in the turquoise color, a 2-quart baking dish. You can look it up online. It's a 2-quart baking dish. It's a rectangle. I believe that it's Atomic Starburst. And that sold for $350. And I feel certain that the person who purchased it is either a collector or they are planning to resell it for higher, because within the last 6 months, there are other comps of up to $500. So keep your eyes out on those Pyrexes, especially the promotional items, the promotional dishes, especially if they are complete. If they've got their lids and whatnots, they will do a lot better than just the, you know, mixing bowls and things. So I guess that'll be it for now. I feel like I'm all over the place, but I know I'm on a time crunch, and I'm like, All right, so I'm going to go back and, you know, I don't know, blow dry my hair or something. I managed to just get a shower and get some lunch and get to listing. So have a great day, and I love you, sister, if you're still watching.